This is the meeting of the Parking Authority of Fairfield. It is official meeting being held on Wednesday, September 18th at 8 p.m. via conference call bridge.
Great. Thank you, Eileen. I know first on the agenda here is just a call to order the meeting here. And then next here, I think we're going to give an update on a recent meeting with the town of Fairfield board officials. Eileen and Greg, I know you were at that meeting. Do you want to give an update?
Greg, are you going to give the update, Greg?
Yeah, I mean, how much of the update you want? Do you want the full recap or just the quick cliff notes?
Yeah, just a recap. Just a recap.
So, and fill in the blanks. So basically, we met with David Becker and Bill Gerber to, talk about the whole issue with the payment and what we saw on the last two Board of Finance meetings, which, we basically just told them that, we never refused to make a payment. From their point of view, just the fact that we didn't respond to an invoice was refusing to make a payment, which I vehemently disagreed with, and that, we requested meetings and follow-ups, which we were never granted or responded to. So, we sort of just agreed to disagree on that, which was, not that eventful, didn't really make that much of a difference. But, we did multiple times throughout the course of that meeting let them know that we were willing at that point on Monday to leave them with a payment of $250,000, for the rental of the lot, which, they didn't want to take at that time. They said they wanted to review our numbers and they wanted to, not be, not in a position to take a payment at that time, which, we were a little surprised at, since they made such a, point to say we, refused to make a payment and they wanted one. We went, multiple times saying, let us leave you with a payment so we can get past this. And if we come to a place where it's more than $250, we'll make up the difference, and their point of view was that since we already missed fiscal year, that there was no immediate rush to make that payment. So we left that meeting without making a payment, that we're now waiting on them to set up a time with us to go over these numbers again. I did let them know that, we did watch the review, the tapes of the two meetings, and that, I was personally offended at the point of view of certain people on that commission, on what they were saying about the management of this board. And especially, Eileen and Rich, and certain things that we all took, offense against. I let them know, very clearly that we were not happy with that position. We left them with, and Eileen, I think, can disperse it, what would you call that? A point-by-point rebuttal to some of the points they made in their meetings, and that, we asked to have the record at their Board of Finance meeting clarified that we did not at any point refuse to make a payment. Of course, I haven't watched any of their meeting, which I believe was last night, to see if they did any of those things. But that's basically the cliff notes of our meeting with them. Is there anything I missed?
No, I don't think so at all.
So that's just sort of, I think, what we wanted to, put on record, that we did make the offer to make the payment, which the town and David Becker didn't want to take. So I think that's really all we wanted to talk about in this meeting, unless Eileen wants to add anything, or any of you guys have any questions, by all means.
No, for me, I think, there were some good points that come out of the meeting, and I'll wait to hear for when they're ready to sit down and talk about the more final FY24 numbers and what they think is an appropriate payment amount. And I'll certainly let you know if when they contact me.
Okay. Well, thank you for attending that on our behalf. I apologize I had a conflict. But I'm glad you got your points across and appreciate you doing that on our behalf.
Yeah. And I mean, they made some good points too about some things as well. So I think it was, it was a good meeting in that regard that there were some things that we needed to talk about. And, I think I have an appreciation for some of the confusion that went on with just how the parking authority is set up. That they mentioned, and we certainly could understand that.
Okay. Any other questions from anybody?
No.
Okay. With that, I'll make a motion here to conclude the meeting here at 8:08 p.m. Need someone to second it?
Second.
Thank you, Greg. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay.